Hello students, after completing the second chapter, Control and Coordination in Animals and Plants, today we are going to study about the third chapter of your syllabus. The title of the chapter is How do Organisms Reproduce? Yes students, how do organisms reproduce? Then before studying the method of reproduction in organism, first of all, the question will arise in our mind: why do organisms reproduce? Yes, students, why do organisms reproduce? Students, it can be clarified with the definition that the organism reproduce to continue their progeny. It means a particular species gave birth to a particular individuals of their own kind. That's why there is need to represent or to perform the process of reproduction in organism. Students, as you all of you know that like begets like. What is the means of that? The like begets like means like begets like. Like begets like means the cat always gives birth to kittens. A bitch always gives birth to puppies. A cow always gives birth to cows. What is the means of that? The means of that, a certain species has a unique ability to produce the individuals of their own kind, and it helps in continue their progeny. It means existence of their species on the earth. That's why there is need of reproduction. Now students, the another question will arises in your mind: that the individuals takes birth are similar to their parents. What is the means of that? In short, you can say that the organism that reproduce their individuals is either the same copy of such species or its characteristics is different. Students, this is more interesting question, that the individuals of each and every organism may be similar to their parents. In mostly lower categories of animals and plants that perform the simple mode of reproduction, that is called asexual mode of reproduction, makes the copies of similar individuals, because they are mitotically divides to form the new individuals or to produce new individuals. That's why the individual species are just similar to the parents. But when we are discussing about the higher categories of organisms, in which the process of sexual reproduction take place. Then it is found that the individuals of the same parents, all the individuals of the same parents are not similar in all respect. Why? There is one thing is responsible, that is the genetic material or DNA. Because students, in the lesion shell of the class 9, you all of you study about the meiosis division or meiosis cell division. That is a reduction division in which the sets of chromosomes reduce to become half, and the particular sets of chromosomes are going with the gamete cells for the fusion during the process of fertilization. Thus, the zygotes are formed in each and every fertilization. Their chromosomes may be, or sets of chromosomes may be differ. That's why, except the identical twins, all the individuals of the same parents are differ in body designs, or you can say that their body designs are either identical but their morphological characteristics may be differ. Yes students, this is due to the meiosis division, the reduction division that take place in the gamete cells. Now students, let's go on your lesson. The topic will be reproduction. What is reproduction? In short, you can define the process of reproduction. It is a unique ability of each and every living organism to produce young ones of their own kind. This helps in continue their progeny. Now students, what types of, or what are the modes of reproduction in living organism? Primarily, the process of reproduction is classified into two head categories. The first one is asexual reproduction, and the second one is sexual reproduction. Students, what is asexual reproduction? The production of new individuals by a single parent body, such type of reproduction is known as asexual reproduction. It is mainly found in the lower categories of animals and plants, as well as in some higher plants. Few higher plants also shows the different methods of asexual reproduction. Before knowing more methods of asexual reproduction, I am going to define the sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? It is the mode of reproduction in which the two gamete cells from the opposite sexes, it means the male gametes from the male parent and the female gamete from the female parent body, is required for the formation of zygote. Yes students, exceptionally some organisms are also found on the earth that are bisexual in nature. It means they possess the male as well as female, both type of reproductive organs in a single parent body. For example, Annelida earthworm is a hermaphrodite because their body contains the male reproductive genitalia as well as the female reproductive genitalia. But largely the members are unisexual and they have the reproductive organ of single kind. Such organisms are called unisexual. Thus, students, the sexual reproduction take place in higher categories of animals and plants, mainly flowering plants, in which the fusion of male and female gametes fertilize to form zygote. The zygote further develop into embryo, and embryo get developed into an individuals. This is called the sexual reproduction. We know more about the sexual reproduction in ahead topics, but here I am further going to define the different modes of asexual reproduction. Students, the asexual reproduction of the following types. First one is fission. It includes the binary fission as well as multiple fission. Binary and multiple fission, both. The second one is the fragmentation. The third one is budding. The fourth one is sporulation or spore formation. The next one is vegetative propagation. Or vegetative reproduction, regeneration, and students, the last one is tissue culture. Tissue culture. According to your syllabus, you have to study each and every types of asexual reproduction. First of all, I will define the each and every methods of asexual reproduction. Then we will diagrammatically study about these types of asexual reproduction: fission or binary fission and multiple fission. Students, in this type of asexual mode of reproduction, a mature parent body eventually divides into two parts with their nucleus or nucleic material. Each parts of the nucleus get surrounded by the cytoplasm, and this brings the formation of new individuals. This is called the binary fission, because here there is formation of two new individual daughter cells. That is called binary fission. Whereas during unfavorable condition, the nucleus of a mature parent body breaks up into many parts and forming many nuclei. And when the favorable condition arises, each nuclei produce new individual daughter cells. Thus, the formation of more number of cells in such a fission, that's why this is called multiple fission. It is very common in a parasite of malaria or malarial parasite, that is called Plasmodium. Whereas the binary fission is more common in amoeba, paramecium, leishmania, that causes a disease or a fever that is called Kala Azar or black fever. What kind of symptoms will be rises or what kind of situations will be created in Kala Azar or black fever? It causes infection in the liver, spleen as well as bone marrow. Yes students, there is fever or lack of blood in our body due to infection in spleen, liver and bone marrow. It also can be symptomized by the swelling in the different body parts. Now students, fragmentation. What is fragmentation? Fragmentation is also very common process in which a mature parent cell body get divided into more fragments or more segments. Each and every segment get bears or get produce new individual cells. This is generally found in the unicellular organism. Thus, with the each and every fragment of the cell, a new individuals get obtained. This is called fragmentation. Now students, budding. Budding is very common in yeast and hydra-like organisms, because in this a parent body has an outgrowth that is called bud, and when that bud get detached from the parent body after the complete development or in pro stage, the bud get developed into a new individual. Such type of asexual reproduction is known as budding. It is very common in yeast and hydra like organisms. Sporulation or spore formation. This is also a type of asexual reproduction in which during the unfavorable condition a mature parent body breaks up and covered into a wall, or you can say that a cover in which the nuclei get break down into many parts, and when the favorable condition arises, each and every nuclei give rise to the birth of new individual cells. Such type of asexual reproduction is known as sporulation. It is very common in the filamentous as well as you can say that the cyanobacteria, the blue-green algae. Now student, vegetative propagation. The vegetative propagation is a very essential process because it is immense important in the plants that do not bear seeds. Yes students, it is carried in the plants that do not bear seeds. In this method, the new plants can be obtained from the ex-plant body or parent plant body by their leaves, by their stems or by their roots. It is processed by two means, artificial and natural propagation. We more discuss about the vegetative propagation ahead. Further, regeneration. Students, It is only form. It is the method of asexual reproduction which is mainly found in few organisms that has the unique ability from the fragmented body parts to develop a new individuals. That is very common in Planaria, Coelenterata, as well as the different kinds of annelids. Tissue culture. It is the new invention of the asexual mode of reproduction. In this, a cell or tissue is taken from any individual's body and that is cultured into a nourishing medium through which the new individuals arises. Mainly it is carried for obtaining hybrid varieties of seed or plants by applied the genetic engineering or biotechnology. Yes, students. Thus, these are the different modes of asexual reproduction and found in different kinds of organisms. More about each and every types of asexual reproduction with diagrammatic study in next video lecture. Thanks students for joining today's lecture.